Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is Sunday the 25th of March 2018 and I'm here today with the Osher Zen Tarot, my favourite deck. I'm just going to allow whichever cards want to come through and we'll just feel into the energies of this beautiful Sunday. So this is a completely general reading for every astrological sign. I'm just feeling into what energies could be around, and if you've been guided to this reading, there could be a message here for you. Someone's really, could be really protecting your feelings, your resources, your finances, protecting yourself today, building walls, hiding behind walls, but there's a real rigidness and fixedness with this, a kind of stubbornness, hoarding things to yourself, whether it be hoarding how you're feeling about something or physically hoarding your resources, money, being the miser in every sense of the word. There's no free flow of energy there. It's the opposite of flexibility. It's kind of, and if you are going to participate in this sort of energy, this is the Ace of Pentacles. So we have two Pentacles here. It's very earthy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus type energy, very grounded, practical energy. But, if you're not allowing the free flow of in and out with feelings, emotions, just allowing things to be what they are, allowing, give and take to flow freely, then this gift of something from the universe, something material, something, see it, hear it, taste it, tell it, taste it. I always point this out. If you're not allowing for things to flow freely within your physical world, then this gift from the universe might not be made available to you. Because this is really being gifted with some, financial abundance. It could be something really simple. You might need something and it just magically turns up for you. You might be able to have instant manifestation today. It could be big or it could be small. I mean, within the universe, who says this? Abraham, it's as easy to create a button as it is a castle. It's just about whether we're resistant, and this is fully resistant, this is fixed and rigid, or whether we allow ourselves to surrender and flow with whatever's gifted to us and accepting what life brings us. This is a real maturity. It's called a maturity card because it's allowing. This is the opposite. This is resisting. This is allowing things to flow. So then you're gifted by the universe. I mean, we all know deeply in our hearts that everything comes from the divine source. So, if you are resisting everything, then there's no way that this can come in because there's walls all around you. You need to be what you want to attract. Oh, wow. And you're going to be left feeling like an outsider. We go 4-5 here. You're going to feel like you're outside of where you want to be. You're going to feel like you're outside of these energies being gifted something amazing. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new physical home. It could be a new health. Just being gifted anything. You could be, this could be a gift of some knowledge to help your physical body. But because you're resistant and building walls and keeping yourself shut away from everything, it's just like clutching, gripping, clinging, grasping, you're going to be left out. This is the result of this. The gate's unlocked though. The gate's unlocked. It's self-created, as everything is. You can scale that gate. This in the standard deck, this is about poverty, this is about lack, this is about feeling outside of where you want to be, feeling not where you want to be in a physical sense. So maybe you're feeling outside because you've built walls. So of course you're behind a wall because you've built these walls. You're not going to feel into these gifts that have been offered to you if you've built walls around you and put up big tall gates. This is all of your own making here. So maybe a question to ask yourself today is, am I hoarding, am I clinging and grasping to anything that isn't serving me, that's making me feel any sense of lack, feeling not where I want to be? What am I doing? How am I responsible for this for this situation in my life? Because this is where you want to be. This is the full wholeness, the contentment. This is mastering the pentacles. We have all pentacles here. This is being content no matter what. And because he feels good, even if he doesn't have anything external, anything physical, this guy here has created financial wealth, anything he needs in the physical sense, but he has also completely mastered himself spiritually, emotionally. He is whole. It doesn't matter. There's no clinging or grasping to anything. He doesn't need to. He's open. He's open to whatever comes. He's surrendered to the abundance of the universe. He is open to these gifts free-flowing in and out of his life. He gives and receives abundantly. He's completely content with no attachment, grasping, clinging. He allows what wants to come to come. He allows what needs to go to go. He is completely whole. He feels good regardless of what's going on in his physical life. He feels good. He knows that everything, we only want certain things. We only have desires because we think we'll feel good in the having of them. But he feels good no matter what. He has mastered himself. So therefore, because there is no attachment to whatever comes, there are gifts, for abundant gifts from the universe that are lavished upon him all the time. Everything just magically manifests for him. It's the absolute opposite to this energy. We have the absolute opposites here. So where are you? Where are you on this? Ask yourself. Do you feel good regardless of what your financial situation is? Do you feel good regardless of what's going on externally for you? Or do you feel like you need to grasp at every last dollar you have because you have a sense of lack, of not enoughness, it's not going to come back in? Or do you surrender to what is and feel good regardless? So then the universe just constantly gifts you everything you need because your heart is so open to giving and giving and giving. And so you're just completely open to the abundance of the universe to give back to you, because like attracts like. You're generous, the universe is generous with you. You're clasping and keeping everything to yourself, then you are going to feel that lack. You're going to feel shut out. You're going to feel that not enoughness. Wow, super clear energies. I'm just going to allow one more card to come through. All earth energies, very practical. To me, it's to do with finances, but it doesn't have to be. This can be to do with relationships or anything. And there's a sense of self-sabotage, of guilt, of knowing this is where you want to be, but you sabotage yourself all the time because you get stuck in your head. You keep telling the same story, so you keep getting stuck here. You keep going over things. Look at the anguish and the torment. Here, this is the Eight of Swords. This is being bound and tied to things. But you can escape this. You don't have to think those thoughts. Meditate. Clear your mind. Walk on the earth. Feel into the richness, the beauty, and the abundance that is all around you. Yeah, you might not have a heap of money in your bank account, but just really feel into and appreciate the abundance that you do have. Do you have great health? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food in your fridge? Do you have a bed? You are abundant. You're more abundant than billions of other people. Let go of these energies. They are not serving you. This fear, this guilt, this anguish, this mental torment is keeping you stuck in a feeling of lack, grasping, attachment, just feeling outside of where you want to be. Choose. Do something for yourself today that gets you away from these energies. What can you do? What self-loving act can you do? I feel like getting in nature will be your best idea, and it is Sunday. Walk barefoot on the earth, sit under a tree. You may get some amazing inspiration to help you move away from those energies. Meditate, do some yoga, whatever, qigong, whatever brings you to a sense of peace with what is. Acceptance of what is. Feel this, and we all go through this. External, we've been taught to look outside ourselves for our happiness, but our contentment and happiness ultimately comes from within. So sink into that feeling of contentment and peace, centered nature. Look at this maturity, and that does come with maturity. Yeah. We are conditioned to look outside ourselves for our contentment. Buy this, get that, look younger, eat this, take this pill. Sit in meditation today. Get to this feeling of inner peace. It will guide you to this. Feeling that vibrational sense of abundance. And when you get to that inner spiritual feeling of abundance, that feeling of connectedness to all that is, that feeling of the abundance and beauty of our universe, you feel good regardless of what's going on externally, then that naturally flows to you. But don't do it for the reason for the things to flow to you. Do it because it feels good. And ultimately, we only want these external things, these external physical things, because we think we feel good in getting them. Feel good regardless. That is our ultimate freedom. That's our ultimate choice. I don't want to show those other cards again. I'm going to let you sit with those feelings of feeling into the beauty and richness of your soul. Feel into the beauty and richness of this vast and magnificent universe. Feel into the illusionary aspect of our physicality, of this earth, of everything external, and sink into your inner richness, your inner abundance, your connection to spirit. Ultimately, we are infinite spiritual beings having this very finite physical experience. Enjoy today. Don't get stuck in your head. Big love, beautiful people. to have an amazing Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.